The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. So Brooklyn will get the first possession. O'Neal outside. Three-pointer. Chamberlain with the basket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
On its way from Curry for two. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim. Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Wilt Chamberlain. Driving inside, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And stolen by Chamberlain. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. Oh, and he jams it right over Kawhi Leonard.
Excellent anticipation from Shaq. He's in the right place at the right time to grab that one and get the break started.
To end the run, and Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Now, here is Russell. And here's Leonard from 3. Good work defensively by KD. Outside O'Neal. Here's the drive. And Shaq with the slam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Adebayo with the bucket.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest.
Pass to Anthony. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Brooklyn shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
At the line for 1.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Charlotte making a switch here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. James looking around. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Here's Keenan. Eaton grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
To the inside. Here's LeBron. And it's blocked by Lewis. And he recovers it. Bounce pass, Russell. Deep, Adebayo. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Brooklyn sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
Shard Lewis picks one up.
First team foul.
If you're trying to outthink LeBron James, forget about it. He's always been one step ahead.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Houston. Still without a basket. In the corner, Daniels. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Eaton. Back to Pippen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And that one's good. James. 8 points for LeBron.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Here's Embiid. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
LeBron shot is off.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Charlotte making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
And so here's Charlotte. Russell looking around. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Pippen gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Anthony. He has 7. The quick look, no good that time.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Pass to Houston.
2 minutes remaining.
From outside the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant, wide open, he fires. That 3 off the mark. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:49 left to play here in the second quarter. Embiid from outside.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
Embiid from outside. And here's Brooklyn. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Heaton. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Took him no time at all on that one. LeBron's got 11.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Now, here's Adebayo. After LeBron James's miss. Good on the triple. Russell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Here's James. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. So it's Brooklyn now. Outside, KD. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Brooklyn ahead, running away with this one. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Curry with it. Fires for three. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 5 points so far.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
First team foul.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Outside for Durant. Shoots over Leonard.
Leonard certainly was in the shooter's head on that miss.
No good from Durant. Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And so here's Charlotte. Now Daniels. He has yet to score. Now here's Jokic. There's the triple. Pass to Anthony. Leonard with the steal. Fast break now for Charlotte.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
The ball goes to Charlotte.
Here's Charlotte now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Daniels has got 4 points in the quarter. Jokic, and he banks in the layup.
Just so physical inside. Even with contact, Jokic able to fight through it.
And here's Daniels. Adebayo, high post. Nice pass in here by Charlotte from about 16. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
To the middle. Here's Chamberlain.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it. Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's Embiid. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Here's Charlotte now. And stolen by Chamberlain. And here's Anthony for three. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here is Daniels. And they get it back. Back to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Count that one. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good from Chamberlain. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on both. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Adebayo with the ball. He's got 8. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Pass to Eaton. The tray. No good. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. And so it's Brooklyn, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Right back at... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Brooklyn with the ball. Bird outside. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a deep 3. From deep three-point land. They get the rebound. Puts up a deep 3. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Charlotte making a switch here.
Checking in for Charlotte, number 21, Joel.
Now off the inbound. And LeBron with the layup. LeBron's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Brooklyn. Another shot. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Checking in.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And Lewis has it in the corner. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Stephen Curry's doing. David?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Charlotte's head athletic trainer. He told me that he has a stiff back and that it is very sore right now.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Brunson. Lets it fly. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing. And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Lewis with the three. Not going to go that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That shot missing. Good defense by Wembanyama. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And Brunson, here we go. Pass to Reed. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here's Brooklyn. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Wembanyama with it. He's guarded by Harper. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
First personal foul.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms. Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
And so here's Charlotte. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Pass to Embiid. Elbow shot is on the way. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And here's Bird. Back to Wembanyama. Three-pointer. That one's not going to go. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they've